It's in the game.
PlayStation.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle, love the team defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Van Buren. Fires left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. This quarterback part of their running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
He'll get rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Intercepted, the defense is set him up.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cuse. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
With jet sweep pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Grab past the marker. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down. Second down.
They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Going up top again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field.
Ball by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Snagged in the middle, it's Cook. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air. It's Van Buren. Now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe. Just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. How about this? These guys are going for 2. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They were ready in a 2-point situation to defend the pass. They did so, and the offense now comes away with 6 points on the drive.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Catch in the middle, it's blocked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Quarterback making checks. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Orange will have to punt.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quickly complete. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Syracuse, 9.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Got a man. It's Williams. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Williams. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being paid.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's blocked. And they swarm him under. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
26, Syracuse, 9.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. There he goes to the right. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown LSU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Liberty put one in the win column in convincing fashion The Flames had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Sweet cut there. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Syracuse right back at him.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the lead.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Van Buren. With the catch, it's Berry. There he goes! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Syracuse, 9.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
On the play. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Syracuse right back at it.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put two.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Orange converted and picked up that last 1st down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Brings up 2nd down.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Off-play action on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Snags it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, they decide to go onside kick, and how about the effort by the kicking team, able to dive on that ball and keep possession?
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the catch. It's Gill. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. The Stallions battled a hostile crowd today en route to a victory, and you can bet that journey home is going to be that much sweeter. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Russell.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That is just a sideline. And it throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Russell. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Syracuse right back at it.
Third down coming up.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Cuse! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
29.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.